Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Critics Collective. And today we're going to be talking about Predators Badlands. This movie comes out tomorrow in theaters, and I had a chance to watch it early today. This movie, which is directed by Dan Trachtenberg, who you guys might know from Prey, Cloverfield Lane, Predators, Killers of Killers, which I assume is going to be, well, of course, it's going to be part of the more expanded universe of this Predator franchise, and we'll touch on based on as far as we go with this review. This film stars Elephining, Demetrius Shuster, Kolamtangli, and Ruben de John. So this story basically follows the story of this one Yautja by the name of Dick, who he goes into what I would say this journey, not to spoil anything. He goes into this journey to basically prove himself to his father. So when you're introduced to Deck, he's basically the run of the mill. Even his dad described him as that, as the run of the mill. He's smaller than everybody else, but the way his father, who alone again in this film is very menacing, uh, shows up, and the way he not only treats him, but where he has this other relationship now with his, I would say, brother, who by the name of Quay, who kind of more protective compared to his father, and trying to get him to understand that he doesn't need to go do this extensive kill to prove himself. But Dick, being that he wants to prove his father so bad and make the clan proud, it takes this impossible journey to go after this unkillable creature that even his brother told him that his dad's afraid of. But overall, the story, it's not your typical predator story where it's like his hunting, um and he's the ultimate predator. This one is, I would say, more of a journey of this guy, this predator, basically trying to find himself and figure out who he is, as far as either being part of a predator clan or being his own person. Uh, the world building, and as far as this planet that he goes to find this creature that's unkillable, the planet alone, like the trees, the plants, and everything in this planet can kill you. Of course, it's called Badland, but whoever, like, they built this planet, whoever designed this planet, this world, did a phenomenal job. Even the grass in this planet is crazy, could kill you. But where you have Ella Finning, and her, when she meets Dick, and their dynamic as far as the story, which carries the story overall, and their relationship. Because when she meets him, and basically try offer help, but he sees her as a tool throughout the process, and where you have mostly the dialogue from the predator side, even at the beginning of the film, where it's mostly subtitles. But once you meet her, you have basically the person you can understand. And this film does tie into another universe, as far as the Alien franchise, where you introduce, even if you guys seen the trailer, you are introduced to like Weyland Yutani, who basically creates the synthetics, and of course Ella Finney's character, who Thea, is synthetic. And but throughout this process of her, not only meeting this predator, and they go into this journey to find this creature, you learn more about her, and this greater story that's going on in the background, as far as her side of this movie goes. But in the creature, when you meet this menacing giant creature that he's trying to beat, and they do make it menacing enough that you're like, damn, it's impossible to kill. I see why uh Deck's dad is afraid to kill this creature, and it does lead to another further, I would say, story, as far as dealing with this creature, and as far as the dynamic and his relationship, and the decision he has to make later on, to which basically change the outcome of the path that he's choosing, because his main goal in the story is to get the trophy, go back home to prove himself to his father, and all that. But And where if you guys watch all the other Predator movies where it's mostly practical effect, but this one's a lot of CGI, but and where you have where the Predator, they have their mouth and the face where it's like usually motionless, but there's a lot of face expression in this film where the deck, when he's talking, you understand if he's upset, sad, a lot of body movement. You can see that from this film, which works very well as far as how the director did with this film. And again, guys, like I said, this film does tie into the greater universe. If you see, you got Weyland Yutani in this film, and of course, I'm pretty sure it's going to tie into Predators, Killers, and possibly Prey later on. So I can't wait to see how the world builds around this, especially towards the end where deck decision, I feel like is going to affect the whole Predator clan and the Yautja clan in a whole. One thing I wish they would have done is I wish they would have, minor spoiler, utilize Predator's weapon more and more in this film, because there's some weapon you get to introduce. I don't think I remember I ever seen it. Even in a trailer, you see that. I don't think I've ever been introduced to the arrow. Predators using arrows in this film, so I wish I would have seen more of that. But overall, it's a great film. I enjoy the story of this finding oneself journey. The action is great, the world building is great, and the dialogue alone is great also. And the fact alone that this is building into a greater universe when it comes to a greater expansion of the Predators universe, it's great. But overall, it's a great film. But let's go ahead and jump right into it and give this film its accolade. As you guys well aware, over here at the Critics Collective, 5 excellent, 4 good, 3 average, 2 below average, 1 poor quality, and 0 horrible. Like I said before, this film, I did enjoy it. The action is good, the story is great. But there's a few things I had issues with. I wish I would have seen more, as far as where you have Dick, you see his face expression and how he, when he's dealing with certain emotion. I wish I would have seen that some other Yautja in this, as more of that. It's with some other Yautja in this film, which I didn't get. Then there's the Weyland Yutani being shown in this, and there's like this mysterious CEO as far as Wellington dealing with all the background stuff that I wish I would have got more detail into what's going on. But other than that, didn't really take nothing from the movie. I thought it was great, and I'm gonna give it a 4. It's a good film. Definitely something I would suggest to check out, which comes out tomorrow, guys. If you've seen it already, or if you haven't watched it yet, please let us know in comment down below. What do you think about the Predators franchise overall? But of course, if you watch it already, let me know what you thought of this movie. Am I wrong? Do you feel like this was an excellent film, or was just good? But where do you think, as far as this franchise, as far as your prediction, where do you think it's going to go? Where do you think it's going to lead? Because it feels like it's going to go into something's going to happen that's going to affect the Yautja, a whole tribe in a whole. But overall, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And of course, leave a comment down below and let us know what you think. Y'all have a good day, and we'll see you soon.